Hello there gorgeous gamers, and hopefully no Alcoholics Anonymous members, because this one might just tip you sad alkies back into the bottle, because this game is all about running your own boozer, or pub if you're not familiar with British slang. The game is out now on PC and PC only at this time, and a code was provided for this review. No beer was included, sadly. I've gone through all manner of simulators here on Pure Play TV. I've mowed lawns, ridden buses, run a taxi company, flown airplanes, everything. But I've never run a pub, so Tavern Manager Simulator is my first time running a drinking hole, but not my first time working in one. British viewers would appreciate the shout out to Spoons, where I spent a year in the trenches as a much younger man, so I've got some experience in the service industry. Does it carry over to Tavern Manager Simulator? A little bit, but not much. The aim, both in real life service and in Tavern Manager Simulator, is to serve your hungry and thirsty customers, because you are not just running a bare bones boozer here, you're serving up grub too in your poxy little kitchen with zero health and safety oversight. Seriously, you can cook your meat and leave it on the side until the next day and still serve it. Oh well, the good old days, eh? Before the world went PC mad. To be fair, the lack of food safety is in the player's favour, as in real life, preparation is key to a busy day on the bar. Things start out slow as the game teaches you its systems, and it's all easy to follow along. It helps that the game's graphics are really nice too. They're not shooting for realism here, it's more a stylised comic book kind of deal. Actually, it reminds me of another game set in ye olden times, the Castle Storm series. One nice touch is that you can call your pub whatever you want. Naturally, I went with PPTV Piss House, because my boozer is where you can come for a bit of fun, and my reputation shows it. That's why I've got almost 10,000 YouTube subs, and you can help the channel get there quicker by hitting the like and subscribe buttons, and by dropping a comment if you've got something to say. Did I manage to sneak this plug in naturally? I don't think so. The more customers you serve in a quick manner, the more reputation you earn, which in turn means more customers, which means more money, which means ordering more stock and making sure you've got what you need for a day's trade. Well, I say a day, but it's up to you what time you open and close. Sleeping skips ahead to around 6 AM the next day, and if you want to accommodate the shaking alkies who need a few tipples to get through the day, you can open early. You are serving food after all, maybe their tremors and jaundice are from hunger. Or you can open at whatever time you like. Personally, I like to make sure that I had everything ready for the next day the night before, so I'd open early and close around midnight, maximising my chances to catch some passing trade. Of course, you can be a 24/7 dive bar if you like, but you will struggle to keep on top of ordering stock, preparing the meals, and keeping a tidy house whilst giving the best service to customers. Managing your time is key, at least in the early hours of the game where you are the sole worker in this medieval enterprise. It's not until a couple of hours in that you unlock some help by way of the fairies. These little buggers will help you out in return for fairy food, which needs to be ordered and managed of course, but they help ease the pressure and they serve as another tool in your arsenal. Though your arsenal here is a mop for cleaning puke and a frying pan for smacking old granny beggars. However, the helper fairies are not perfect, and I'd find them trapped around the pub, unable to move and do their job, forcing me to save and restart the game to get them working again. It happened enough to be a bit of a nuisance, but I'm hoping future updates will fix what is ultimately a small annoyance. Your little pub begins small, but you get to expand the space as you level up, opening the room up with more space for tables and chairs, meaning more space for paying customers and a higher quality of customer, because at a certain point you'll unlock the VIP section of your pub, and the guests here are very particular when it comes to standards. You're free to place furniture wherever you like, and you can even decorate your pub with decorations that can be ordered and delivered, so you can make the pub your own. Speaking of deliveries, this is a small feature, but I love it. If you leave the delivery cart waiting too long, the horse will take a shit on your floor, and you'll have to clean it up. Fair play, I say. The actual running of the pub is fairly simple and good fun. Making drinks and food, cleaning the tables, throwing the old pisshead out is all part of the deal, and they're done by way of quick, unobtrusive minigames, though some can be skipped once you've unlocked enough helper fairies. I actually like the minigames, though for a reason most won't be able to appreciate. I played a bit on the ROG Ally. Now, if you're a ROG Ally or other Windows-based handheld player, know this: Tavern Manager Simulator runs really well, but it plays like shite because the controls have not been optimised for gamepads, and some minigames are a complete ball ache. as is ordering from the delivery book, but others fit unexpectedly well to the handheld. For instance, cleaning a table that has some spillage is normally done by moving your mouse around to clean with the cloth. Or washing dishes, you take the dirty crockery into the water, swirl it around with your mouse and move it to the side, and so on. On the ROG Ally, these are all touchscreen controlled, and for a fleeting moment, I was reminded of the dear PS Vita. So yeah, it's playable, but it's a ball ache. Though I suppose with a bit of time and effort, you could map the controls in a decent fashion. The gameplay loop in Tavern Manager Simulator is fair and rewarding, with new unlocks being doled out slowly as you progress, drip feeding you new gameplay features, systems and rewards. It makes it easy, perhaps a little too easy actually, to spend hours running around cleaning tables and serving up food and drink. My first time playing, I told myself, this is probably gonna be crap. I'll give it a go and then have some dinner. That night, I did not have dinner. I had the boiled sweets I keep on my desk. It's easy to get hooked into this cozy little world, though I do wish there was a bit more going on. What can I say? I like stress, and when my heart attacks me, I know it does so lovingly. I wouldn't have minded some kind of calendar feature of sorts, to show when big dates are coming up. Maybe the king is having a birthday and the local peasants want to celebrate. Maybe the king is chopping off his cheating wife's head and wants to have a little shindig to celebrate. A bit of barroom football with her head. Okay, that's probably too much, but I think some kind of feature where you need to prepare for a big event would add just a little more urgency and play into the management side a little more. There are also a few unfortunate bugs in the game, though I've not found anything game-breaking, just silly stuff like characters not being able to get into their seats, the name of my pub adding 3 extra S's, and on each new load, the game day being reset to 1 until I've had a sleep. There are a few others, but nothing that ruins the overall experience. It just lets it down because the general presentation is so good and charming that when something is off, it really does stand out. Tavern Manager Simulator mostly hits the right notes. The gameplay is sound and fun, the progression and reward loop is fair and engaging, and there's plenty of tricks to the trade to get the most out of your old-timey pub. It's never too much to handle and the game systems work well at giving you a helping hand, mostly. In a market full of drab simulators that aim to just get the basic functions working and call it a day, Tavern Manager Simulator is the fresh cold brew that we've been waiting for, and I suggest you get a round in for the boys. And I'll get the bag. And that is the end of this review. Thank you for watching, it's always appreciated. If you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button so you get more of this good stuff delivered to your eyes. Also hit the bell icon so you're notified when there's something new to watch. I've been Chris, you've been gorgeous, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, cheers my dears.